He's a veteran. How long has it been since you got your job with Colaberry?
Yeah. Hello, Ali. Hi, everyone. It's been about 5 years. Yeah, because I got in with Colaberry in 2015, and then I landed my job in 2017. Yeah, March 2017. So since then, I've been in
So,
the market. Yep.
so what do you do now? Tell us a little bit about what you do now and what's your day to day like.
Yeah, I work as a SQL BI developer. I work as Power BI. I do a little bit of SSIS, um, data analytics, and sometimes project management. That's like more of a day to day. I've had roles where I actually support the customers, writing queries for them, running queries, providing data for them. I have situations where we actually work on a project, like for example, we work on a Power BI project to actually deliver to the clients. And the weird thing with my process is I actually do the SQL. From the SQL, I load it into cubes. From cubes, I load it into Power BI dashboard. So kind of goes through.
You at work right now? You look like you at the house.
Yeah, I'm at the house, but I work from home. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You got your little work chair, and you got your little word art on the wall. Look like a nice setup office.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to be like you.
So
Yeah.
Yannick, take us back. Tell us what you did before Colaberry, and how did you ultimately end up signing up with Colaberry?
Yeah, before joining Colaberry, I was actually back in Cameroon. Back in Cameroon, I actually graduated with a degree in banking and finance, and I actually started working at a bank. When I relocated here, for the first few years, when you come here, even if you had a white collar job back from Africa or something, it is a little bit different. So when I came back here, I discovered that people working at the bank is still more like a little pay job. So I did warehouse jobs, I did call center and all that. So I have my aunt, which actually she advised me. She told me, "Hey, she has heard about this school, Colaberry. I can join it, even though I'm in the banking field. I can. That could be like a stepping point. I get in there and I'll just continue. But Colaberry getting in there will be a good start for me." Okay, I said, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I actually joined Colaberry in, I think it was in 2015. I don't really have this exact date. At that point, I was going to school and working, sometimes even doing three menial jobs and all that. I had a group of three friends that we used to come and study together. And I was the slowest among all because then they have been in the system, they kind of understand how things work. But me, I came here, I was new, so I was slow, even in typing, doing everything. So what I did is when I come to class, knowing that they're a little bit better, stronger than me, I always sit in between them and I make sure I copy everything. Even after we're done with the class, I usually drive 1 hour and go. We will do assignments, we'll do stuff. The weird stuff is they actually kind of back out of it. They kind of back out at the point where we started doing projects and all that. They kind of back out, but I kind of just stay tuned. I was reaching out to classmates, working together, and yeah, we did. And
So,
I
so, so they
actually
dropped
completed.
out. Where are they now?
They're actually doing different things. None of them had to continue with this. I have one who is more like he's more like a contractor. He's more like a hands-on person. Yeah, they're not doing this anymore at
So they
all.
dropped out, and then now you making all this money. They didn't think to come back.
He has thought as much many times to come back because I usually tell him, hey, you were better at this. And I think if you put your head together, he's a technical person, like he's hands-on. If you put your hands together, you're able to do this. But given that he has a lot of workload, just no, they're trying to follow fast money. Yeah, there's no patience. So that's one thing. You got to be patient with this. When you start this, you have to be patient. Give yourself time, just work hard. Yeah, put in the time.
I seem to remember you being impatient in this process, right? And so, you come to a new country, you like, man, you move it, you like, you want results right away, right? Like,
Yeah,
how important is it to just stay focused, even though, because you don't know when you're going to get placed, right? You don't know when that time is going to come. So, when we look now, 5 years later, you can look at your friends and say, wow, that impatience really set you back, because if they would have just stuck to it, they would have been fine now, right?
very. Yep, yep.
Wow. I mean, those decisions you make, I mean, they impact you. You say, hey, I want to leave Colaberry. And then if you could see how your life would be, you know. So speaking of that, like, what's been your biggest purchase in the past 5 years?
In the past 5 years, I've been able to have a family, I have a son, I have a wife, I have a home of my own. Yeah, try my hands into little investments and all that. Yeah. And I've actually been a mentor and a TA with Colaberry for a little bit. I kind of slowed down in the past few months, or let me say past year, because I was following up on something and family. But yeah, I'm still with the group.
Yeah. So, I mean, your life has done a complete change, right?
Right.
So,
Don't be changed.
So what would you tell the people here? Like, I mean, I mean, it's 5 years later, so you have a lot of perspective now, right? And when you're going through the program, everything is just right there in your face. It's real time. So what piece of advice would you give everyone who's struggling through the program right now and becoming impatient and saying, hey, this is taking too long. This is, maybe this is not worth it. Maybe I should drop out. What advice do you have for them?
Yeah, the advice I would give everyone is, like, the first thing I would say is, if I could make it, given that at one point in time, I wasn't actually doing things the right way, everyone can make it. The program today is even more robust. It's like things are done very, very easy. You get done, you do projects. So there is no way, if you stick to this, you will have any problem. And I'll 100% tell you that everything you go through Colaberry is what you're going to meet at work. And there's certain things that you even do at Colaberry, and when you get to work, you find that it is even easier, because you don't get to even do some of those things in your day-to-day work, but you're going through it to Colaberry. So what I want to let you know is, you're going through a program which has proven mark records, and if you follow what the mentors, the teachers are telling you to do, you're just fine. All what you need is that you need to be persistent, you need to work hard, you need to believe in yourself. You could get from being nothing to something. If you are in this program too right now, means if you even had the mind to join the program, means someone found it that you could be a potential and you could gain something for it. So all what I'll advise you is, stick to it. Don't give up. Sometimes things might be hard and you may lay back a little bit. It's okay, but don't give up. And always make sure, even on your laziest day, make sure you have to revise something. And then try to stick around with people. Like, my secret is, if you don't know something, look for someone who knows it, make him your friend. He will hold your hand. Stick to a plan.
Excellent advice. What's the most valuable thing you learned during your time at Colaberry, and how has it helped you in your career?
Yeah, the most valuable thing I learned in Colaberry, I would say everything I've done or implemented, I learned from Colaberry. So everything has been valuable to me. But what I think is more valuable is being able to troubleshoot stuff. Like, you go through hard times, maybe to get something done. So you gain that, let me say, how do you put it? Yeah, you have that. You just have to gain that troubleshooting skills, that no matter how something is hard, you can be persistent. Don't give up. So the most valuable thing I've learned is not to give up on anything. It's better you try, you try, you try. At least if it is more than you, you've tried your best to the most of it. But don't always just give up. Don't freak out at the little things you see.
Yeah, that's great advice, because like when you get that quit mentality out of your head, you don't quit on very many things, right? You
Right.
set out to accomplish something and you just get it done. Once you have that mindset, then I mean there's nothing stopping you, right?
Right.